Today I'm reviewing the Pixel MC550 microphone for Canon, Nikon, Sony, and Pentax, and Panasonic cameras. It's in a small little box. It's from Amazon. It's got the serial number Pixel MC550 microphone for DSLR camcorder. If you have an adapter, you can do it on GoPro. If you don't have an adapter, then you can just really use it on any camera that has a 3.5mm to 3.5mm. It's pretty cheap. It's from a sponsor. They said, hey, we want to send you this for free. I saw one video, only one video, from someone that lives in an Asian country. I don't know where. I'm not going to assume. They had their camera right here, their guitar right here, and they were playing the guitar with it, and it sounded okay. It sounded like they had automatic gain control turn on their camera, so you heard a lot of noise, and someone actually commented and said they heard a lot of noise, but this has been around, and I think that video was posted like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm just shocked that this hasn't gotten the exposure that it needs, because it's a shotgun microphone, a cardioid. It's great for dialogue, whatever's right in front of you. Like my microphone right here, the Zoom H5, is pointing right here. Here it is, right here, I'm touching it. Boom. Touching it. Boom. It's getting whatever's directly in front of it, and that's what makes it super clear. So I'm going to test this out, and I'm going to hope. I'm going to really, really hope that this sounds amazing. I think it will. I'm pretty certain it will. And it's not that big of a microphone. I'm probably going to end up using this on my professional Sony, my Sony VG30, NEX VG30 professional camcorder, because it has a weak top handle, and you can't put heavy microphones like the Zoom on it without it creaking, like it's going to break. And if it breaks, then I can't use microphones. I can't use a microphone built into that camera. I can't use external microphones, because every piece that's connected for microphone audio is on that little handle piece that's built into the camera. So I'm going to have to need something. I'm going to need something like this. It's small form factor. It's nice box. Here it is. Boom. Very, very nice box. Nice box. It says VOICAL MC550 microphone. 3.5mm, negative 10 dB. That's important. Negative 10 decibels will help silence your camera, your DSLR preamp. If you're using a cheap like DSLR camera or something like a T5i, an entry level, it will help silence it. So you put the negative 10 on it, and then you bump up your camera, or you bump up the microphone and you lower your camera. It just depends, and it's got a low cut, low pass, whatever it's called, and wind reduction, and it's for DSLR and for handycams and for professional camcorders. And a lot of professional camcorders don't have 3.5mm. At least my Sony FS1, aka FS1-00U. does not have a 3.5mm, which is very, very heartbreaking, because I would love to use this on it, but the mic that came with that one, the ECM microphone, is great enough. So here we go. You get a very, very nice microphone, Voical Pixel MC550 instruction manual, and when the battery power is enough, the indicator will show as green. When the battery power is low, it'll be red. And when the sound level is normal, the indicator light will not turn on. When it is not normal and is really loud, it'll flash red. When the sound level is much more louder, the indicator will keep the red light on rather than flashing. So, if you're doing this on a concert, it will stay red, and it'll be like, hey, it's too loud, you gotta lower us. You gotta lower it. So that's great. If you're doing a fight scene, and there's a lot of screaming, it'll flash red. I like this. I really like this, having the instruction manual that comes with it and tells you everything. And it's all one little small pamphlet. Low cut function. Low cut function is designed to reduce background noise, such as wind or other low frequency sounds, such as humming. Slide the button to low cut position when under these environment conditions. Sound volume adjust number 2. 2 steps to sound adjustable. Switch on the Vocal 550. Negative 10 dB if the sound is very loud or rapid. So that's like your preamp. And if the sound sensitive indicator haven't flashed on, just keep it 0. Okay, so when you have the red LED, then you can do the negative 10. And it'll help keep it level. And if it's still flashing red, then that means it's way too loud. The Vocal comes with a wind-resistant sponge, which can reduce wind noise. Vocal 550 has a shock-resistant mount, which can reduce the noise from device to microphone. So if you're shaking it, you're walking, it's going to reduce the sound. It's going to reduce that. In order to reduce the interference sound recording, please keep your cell phone or wireless device away from the microphone at least 2 meters. This thing is smaller than I thought. It's great, though. Small form factors are great. I saw in the pictures that this barely went over. It barely went over the guy's. Like, he had an 18 by 55 lens, and it like, didn't even come in front of it. Oh, this one doesn't come in front of my lens. That's great. Yes, look at this. Here we go, against my shirt, so you can really get a clear look at it. Look at that. It's like the size of a Rode video mic Go, but even smaller, because the mount isn't as like long, which is great, because I love it. And the shock mount, yes, definitely will work. Now, if we take this off, do it gently. You don't want to... Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Make sure I got it on all the way. And yep, there's your menu. DB menu, low cut menu. And I believe, from where I saw the battery I do believe is this little switch right here. Yep. So, the tripod mount, you want to be very gentle with this. There's a little notch right here. You're going to pull this notch, and it's going to open up from the back. Notch down, pull back. There's where your battery goes, and the bottom. Now, with something small form factor, some people are going to say, oh, I don't like that. I'm turning away. That doesn't mean it's bad. That's actually pretty brilliant, because then you can always get a new hinge. Snap it back on, and it's time to test this thing in all the different modes. It is supposed to pick up whatever's directly in front. So if it's right here, the closer it is, the clearer it will be. The farther away, the more echo it's going to capture. And since my DSLR is right here, I'm touching the lens. It doesn't look like it, but I am. That's the distance it's going to be from me. Just a little bit, like maybe like 2 inches behind this. Okay, the Pixel microphone is plugged in. Something that's really cool is just like the Comica one that I've reviewed in the past, this one also is very sensitive. You can like touch the mic and touch the muffle, and it won't move the indicator at all. If you have it one tick from the left, which is one tick from silent. And it is so small, it looks like it's actually a part of my DSLR camera. And it being black, when I put it on my Sony NEX VG30, it's going to be like, you know, I got a small camera with a lens that I can change in and out, and then a small microphone on top. It's going to be great. You've heard built-in DSLR microphones. You've heard them. They are horrible. They are bad. This, I don't know if I have the negative 10 dB mode activated for the preamp, so if it sounds bad, I'm going to turn the negative 10 on. If it's not already on, then it's what it's going to sound like on your Canon Rebel T5, T6, T7, T, I. They have to have the I after if you're going to come into DSLR video recording. It has to have T6i, T7i, T8i. If you get like the T6, T5, T4, it doesn't have an external microphone jack. It's only the ones that have the I after. Integrated microphone jack. There we go. So, I don't know how it sounds. I'm excited. I know it's going to sound great. I believe in this company. I've worked with them before, and I'm very happy that they reached out to History and Reviews.